Comparing lengths. In this video, you will learn to compare objects and put them in order from longest to shortest or shortest to longest. You will also learn how to use one object to help you compare the lengths of two other objects. Why am I learning this? People make comparisons all the time. John, Mike, and Mary have one pencil each. John uses his pencil a lot and needs to sharpen it several times. Mike uses his less times, and Mary doesn't use hers at all. You would compare lengths if you wanted to know which pencil is longer than the others. If you are cold, you might want the longest blanket to wrap yourself in. You don't need to measure the blanket to find out which is longest. You can just compare the ones you have with each other. What is length? Length is the distance between the beginning and the end of something. What lengths can you compare or measure? Book, cup, rope, spoon. They all have lengths that can be compared or measured. Imagine you are getting dressed in the morning. You have 3 pairs of pants. One pair drags on the ground when you wear them. One pair is too small and shows your socks and legs. One pair is just right. How do you know which one is which? The pair of pants that is too small is shortest. Shortest means that it is not as long as anything else being measured or compared. The pair of pants that drags on the ground is longest. The longest thing in a group has the biggest length. That leaves the pair that fits in the middle. You can directly compare objects to measure length. Let's look at this tool and use it to measure the pencils from the beginning of the video. Let's compare the pencils. Which one is longest? Which pencil is shortest? Now, we can put the pencils in order from shortest to longest or from longest to shortest. Let's put these pencils in order from shortest to longest. Mike's pencil is shortest, so it comes first. Which pencil comes next? Mary's pencil comes next. Its length is in the middle, so we put it in the middle. That leaves John's pencil. It is the longest. Your pencils are now organized from shortest to longest. Remember, longest doesn't always mean biggest in every measurement. Mike's pencil is wider than the other pencils, but it is not the longest. Sometimes, you may not be able to compare lengths by picking things up or moving them closer together. In that case, you can use another object to help you compare lengths. Let's compare these ropes. How can we compare them without measuring with a ruler? We can use another object to compare, like this stick tool. We can compare the length of each rope with the length of the stick to see which is longer. Which one do you think is longer? Let's compare. First, we need to straighten out the rope. Which is longer, the stick or the rope? Now, we will compare the other rope. Which is longer, the stick or the rope? If the first rope is longer than the stick and the second rope is shorter than the stick, which rope is longer? Is that the rope you thought was longest? When things aren't straight or are different distances away, it can make them look longer or shorter than they are. Remember, this only works if you use the same object to compare the two other objects. If you compare one rope with a block and one rope with a stick, you don't really know which rope is longer. So, When comparing length, you can put objects in order from longest to shortest or shortest to longest. You can also use one object to compare the lengths of two other objects.